Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. I'm still in Bangalore and I'll be here for another few more days. So I thought I'd record with Shashwat remotely since he's in Chennai and I'm here. We're both online and we'll continue our conversations about investment and finances and macro and global economics as we do in this channel. So today I thought we'll talk about this peculiar case of Dubai, the UAE, as lots of us Indians live there, and a lot of us Indians look at Dubai as an opportunity to invest, especially in real estate market. I thought Dubai real estate market is something worth talking about, and Shashwat has an interesting article which he read some time ago, which he thought will be a launching point of our discussion about Dubai and real estate in Dubai for Indians.
Yeah. So a lot of our followers are situated in countries like Dubai, countries like UAE, and countries which are in the periphery. So what I wanted to talk about today was real estate in Dubai. So one of the biggest avenues which people look at investment is real estate, and we've already talked a lot about Indian real estate, but we haven't talked about global real estate. One country which we haven't given any attention at all is the UAE and in specific Dubai, which everyone's been wondering about and asking about. So let's look at Dubai. So the first thing which you have to do to understand the city of Dubai is what that city is even based off of. And the city of Dubai is basically largely based off of tourism. It's based off of having financial offices, high profile people living there. And it's basically a culture based on these fundamental factors. It's not like your average city. It's not like your Chennai. It's not like your Bangalore. It's quite different from your Chennais and Bangalore's. It's more to cater to these high profile people than it is to cater for people like us. So coming to that topic, you see that real estate in Dubai is unparalleled. If you look at real estate in Dubai, you have mega skyscrapers, you have villas on beachside properties, you have the Palm Jumeirah, if I'm pronouncing that right. You have the Palm Jumeirah, which has luxury villas.
Jumeirah,
uh,
Jumeirah.
Palm Jumeirah, sorry, and you have footballers who have properties over there. I'm pretty sure Cristiano Ronaldo has a property over there. Messi has a property over there. All your big guys have a property in Dubai. Dubai is definitely the place to be if you're one of those uber rich people. And surprisingly enough, from 2000, real estate in Dubai hadn't been performing very well from the years 2015 up to 2020 and up till about 2010 even in terms of rent 2015 to 2020 and in terms of property prices 2010 to 2020 in general hasn't been all that great for Dubai. And there was even a rumor spreading that the Dubai airport is basically covered with dust storms. There isn't much happening in Dubai. It's a city which has lost its charm, was what was being touted just half a decade back. But the fate has changed for Dubai. Things have changed. There's a lot of, because of this Russo-Ukraine war which is happening, and I hate to circle back on the same topic, but the Russo-Ukraine war which is happening, and it's the biggest global phenomenon right now, one of the biggest global phenomenons, has also affected Dubai. And surprisingly enough, this is not one of those negative effects which we keep talking about. Today, we'll talk about something positive. The Russo-Ukraine war has, in a sad way, been great and lucrative for Dubai real estate. You've seen over 200 properties selling for more than $10 million. You've seen properties on Palm Jumeirah going appreciating by 200%, and you've seen just the general real estate market doing exceptionally well in Dubai, especially the luxury line of properties. It seems that today fortunes have turned for Dubai, and everyone wants to be in Dubai, especially because people do not want to be recruited for this war. The youngsters want to get out. The uber rich want to get out of Russia, and Dubai has always been a playground for these oligarchs. So what's ended up happening is that because people have been in Russia scared that the borders will close and it'll return to Stalinist Russia, where you're forced to work for the state. What's ended up happening is you've seen a mass exodus of the youth, and you've seen a mass exodus of the wealthy, and there's a flight of capital which is now affecting Russia, especially after them making decisions like bombing merchant ships, which is just ludicrous. So what has ended up happening now is that Dubai properties are appreciating phenomenally. And not just Dubai, Cyprus is also another place which has been seeing a lot of inflow. And before Russia actually invaded Ukraine, London was something which was, Stalingrad, but London. So a lot of Russian oligarchs were stated in London, and even Chelsea's owner Roman Abramovich, or however his name is pronounced. You saw that a lot of money was being stated and was being parked in the UK, especially because of their lax tax norms before. So this is the current scenario of real estate in Dubai, and I'll pass it on over to my uncle for more information on it.
Yeah, Dubai was very fortunate. They always say you never know as an investor when the good times will come, when the bad times will go. Markets are unpredictable, and this case of Dubai is a great example of that. In
Yes.
2010, when the right after the economic collapse, which happened, global economic meltdown happened, Dubai was the countries which was affected the most because they wanted to be a financial capital, and most of the money which flowed globally went through Dubai, and all of that evaporated, and the financial crisis took a grip on Dubai, and everyone said Dubai is over. That they made a huge bet on finances, and it's pretty much game over for Dubai. But from there, thanks to good leadership and some astute diplomacy, they managed to weather the storm quite well by relying on their neighbors like Saudi Arabia and Oman. They managed to get through this financial upheaval quite well. And this bonus of being a gray state, they're not a really liberal state, nor are they what do you call a state with hard rules. They're very gray in their rules and the way they apply rules. Dubai's only one rule is there. If you bring money to Dubai, you must spend it in Dubai. They don't care where your money comes from, how your money is sourced. No, they don't ask too many questions. As long as the money which you do bring is spent in Dubai and stays in Dubai. If that's the thing which is happening, they won't have too many questions. And even globally speaking, the little influence the globe is able to push on the Emiratis and Dubai, they'll always be like, yes, yes, we will do, and nothing ever happens. So this is the
Yes.
main reason why the Russians have been flocking to Dubai, and the Russian money has been flocking to Dubai. Property prices in certain areas of Dubai in the past 1 year have shot up almost 100%, 150%, because just simple reason the amount of money flowing in. Villas which was selling for let's say $1 million are now going for $5 million because the
Yeah.
amount of money chasing them, and they're beating each other out, these Russians. And
Yes.
it's just not the Russians uber rich, even the Russian middle class, like Shashwat was saying, they're scared as the country is closing, they will get caught inside. And if you get caught inside as a young man, you may be forced to join the army, you may be forced to take part in a war which you don't believe in and you don't have a choice in. So all these
Yes.
are pushing a lot of young Russians to leave. And already
And
the figures are some
yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, the figures are showing more than 1 million Russians have left. And this was even before the Russian war when the persecution of the LGBT community was happening. A lot of Jews left, Russian Jews left Russia, and that trend is continuing. Lots of Russians, whichever way they can, they try and leave Russia right now. Yes, but there is a caveat on this to remember. As this good time rolled in, as the Russian money has come to Dubai, this war will end. Take it for 100% writing on the wall. It may not end today, may not end tomorrow, but a day will come when this war ends. And, and the Russians who, oligarchs who have bought properties and who have invested in Dubai, they would always prefer to be in Europe. Their ultimate goal is to be in Europe. They consider themselves Europeans. As soon as this war is over, the mends between fences are mended between Europe and Russia. All this will leave again. Dubai will have a huge flight of capital again.
Exodus. Yeah.
Yeah, exodus will happen, and the property prices which you're seeing, which is being driven up so heavily high, will suddenly flip and it will correct itself severely in Dubai. Because
Yeah.
unless there's another situation in any other country, I don't see where there's a population of, you know, ultra uber rich of size of Russia who are able to come inside and hold up this property market. I don't see it. Because the unfortunate thing for Dubai is they don't have anything much to offer in terms of people who visited Dubai will know this also, except for that strip of real estate which is right on the border with the Gulf. If you move away from that, there's nothing else much to offer for people living in
Yes,
Dubai. Unless you're working in Dubai, there's nothing much to do in Dubai. Yes, you can go shopping, you can do a bit of entertainment, but you can't make that into a lifestyle where you keep doing that day in and day out. It doesn't work. And
definitely.
all the super yachts which are parked there will all want to go to Monaco. They'll all want to go back to the Mediterranean coast because that's where they're originally from. So the reason why they've all come here and all this has come is because of this war. As soon as this war ends, it will exit. So if you are in the real estate market, it is something to keep in mind. As an Indian, you're thinking about because a lot of Indians are also investing in Dubai because Dubai real estate is being heavily advertised in India. Like Shobha Real Estate, a lot of companies in India, the Dubai builders are advertising in India to encourage Indians to invest. Even our Prime Minister was there recently trying to find routes for Emiratis to invest in Dubai and to make it easier for Indians to invest in Dubai, where funds can move easily, where rupees accepted, and in India, dirhams are accepted more freely. So these kind of avenues are being investigated and looked at, and this will lead to a lot of opportunities for Indians to invest in the Dubai real estate market. That being said, there are certain things, advantages in investing in Dubai real estate market if you are a real estate investor. That is one, the rental yields are very high in Dubai compared to India, especially in residential property. There are tax benefits. There are some major tax benefits if you invest in Dubai. Capital gains tax is very different. Income tax is very different compared to India. It's a very tax-free and tax-friendly environment compared to India. So you do make a lot of saving there. And in terms of economic stability, Dubai ranks very high on economic stability because they have a stable government. They're a monarchy, so there's no question of having elections. There's no question of any change in policy or sudden, 180 degree switch in some direction.
Yes,
So when the current Emirati sits in the seat, he sits there for his whole life, so you can expect pretty stable environment for a very long time. Another thing which great as a real estate investors, not only is the property which you're investing will be of value, the infrastructure and amenities is always something which is high up on all real estate investors list. So in India, the problem is the roads, the power, these amenities are on there, but in Dubai, it's all there. Roads are good, power is reliable, everything is reliable. So that way, that's another big plus Dubai has. Then, of course, the strategic location of Dubai. It's halfway between Europe and India, half Asia. So anyone who wants to go to Europe does a pit stop in Dubai. Any European who wants to come to Asia does a pit stop in Dubai. That's the main reason why the Emirates and the Etihad and the Dubai airport are all doing so well is because everyone needs a pit stop. You'd rather do a halt over there and then continue your journey because otherwise your journey can turn into a 12-hour, 11, 10-hour journey. And most people will like to take a break, especially have a family, you take a break. And all this adds to value of Dubai and Dubai's real estate market and investment market. What are the major
yes,
disadvantages? Major disadvantages is like what I said. This kind of gray market, which Dubai is, this kind of Russian money coming in can send shooting prices up. 1 year from now, if the war is over, everything is hunky dory, they all leave Dubai, the prices will collapse again. So you have to decide timing the market when. If you're asking me now, it's not the right time to invest in Dubai real estate market. As an Indian, the two, a nascent investor, a middle class investor, it is not a time to take a chance because you can get stuck holding the short straw. Let's say you invest in a property of 1 lakh dirhams or 1.5 lakh dirhams, you go into it and you're thinking going to be great. You hold on to it thinking you will wait to flip it. You might be holding the short straw if all this money leaves in the Dubai real estate market corrects. You'll be left. And that's what happened in 2010. There was a huge collapse in the real estate market in Dubai. Then there's another problem in Dubai is oversupply. Because there's a lot of these Emiratis, they want to build it up. They have a lot of money and they're looking at it long term. They're looking at 100 years times horizon. So they don't mind building and waiting. But you, as a small investor, you cannot afford it. So there's a lot of oversupply. So you might buy into something now in an area of Dubai, and suddenly there's a lot more supply there, and your property value takes a hit.
hmm
And another thing is currency risk. you have to buy in dirhams and Indian rupee dirhams and dollars. You have to keep all this in in mind. And of course, the biggest one of all is geopolitical situation. You know, in Dubai, Emirates and India have a very on and off relationship. Right now, things are very nice and it's on. It can take a very fast swing to the other side. And if it takes a swing to the other side, all your money and property is stuck there. So these are the kind of things to consider if you're thinking about investing in real estate in Dubai and the pros and cons of it. And I thought I'd let Shashwat also chip in a little bit and explain what he feels about what I said.
Yeah, I I see if you're confident that you can jump in and make a property flip, I wouldn't be confident. But if you think that you can handle that sort of pressure and that you can successfully flip, one more thing you have to realize is that a lot of this going up in terms of property values because the Russians are trading it amongst themselves like trading cards. So
Correct.
it's not that, and at most an Emirati is involved in this party. No, I don't think either the Emiratis or the Russians want an Indian involved in this party. So I wonder whether this is something which an Indian will be able to cash in on. And if the general, and it is true that generally property values do appreciate when certain section of property values do appreciate. So I'm not denying that there is an opportunity for an arbitrage to be made. If you're confident enough to do it, good for you. But I'd say as a long-term investor, this isn't something which should factor into your decision making. As a long-term investor, you should look at the fundamental value of what you're trying to do. And if you really do believe in Dubai's growth story, and you do believe in property prices in Dubai are fairly valued currently, and you believe in the growth prospects, and you don't think any other avenue can offer you better return, then go ahead by all means, definitely go in and try to tap into this Dubai real estate market. But otherwise, I'd say think twice about your decision, then rather jump in immediately. And
Correct.
one
And
more
this,
thing I'd like, yeah, sorry, go on.
no, no, one more thing, please add it.
Yeah, one more thing I'd like to add on is that if people have liked our book reviews and our book recommendations. So, one good book which I want to recommend in this video to sort of draw a parallel between what Putin is doing with Russia and what had happened with Russia with Stalin. And it's happened, Russia keeps going through this cycle, be it Putin, Stalin, Ivan the Terrible. You have multiple of these czars or your leaders who keep comrades who come into this and do this. So, if you want a book which talks about censorship in Russia and Exodus. Master and Margarita by Mikhail Bulgakov is a nice book for people to read at home to have a better idea that history repeats itself and you'll definitely see many more of these opportunities in your lifetime.
And what Shasha says about real estate is very true. And this is also applies to what happens in India. This is one main reason why Anand also says don't invest in real estate because in real estate the problem is in the stock market you know every day, every second what your value is. The price is transparent. Real estate market doesn't have transparency. So you do not know what your real value is till you actually go to the market and try to sell it. When you go to sell it, you need to be lucky to find a buyer at that point of time. In the stock market, it's not like that, especially with trading in large cap stocks, like ITC and all that. When you want to liquidate, it's easy to liquidate and get out.
And
If
one
you,
stock is similar to all the other stocks.
yeah, and you know every day where it's going and you know the trends, you can see it clearly from a mile away. In real estate, it's not that. In real estate, you literally have to hope and pray that you know what you're doing and hope to pray that the weather gods are favorable, blowing winds in your direction so you stay afloat.
Yeah.
But like he said, there are these cycles, long, huge cycles we can see. And if you know how to pick these cycles and how to ride these cycles, yes, real estate can be a boom for you. Meaning you put in $100 and you can flip it for $300 and get out and make a handsome profit. That too, when there's very little capital gains and very little tax on all these things, you can get out and make some good money. Like Shashwat said, you do have to contend with the fact of being an Indian. Indians are not usually welcome to these kind of parties. But
Parties,
maybe it's
yes.
different. Maybe it's different if you have an Emirati friend, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that being said, I hope you read Shashwat's book recommendations. A great book. Do let us know in the comments down below. What are your thoughts and feedbacks about the Dubai real estate market? If any of you have any personal experience which you'd like to share with us, please put it in the comments. We would love to read them. We do read all your comments. Thanks for all the positive ones. And we don't dwell on the negative ones. It's just that we found it funny, so we just talked about it in the last video. That being said, thank you for watching the video today. Hope you subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification icon so you'll be notified every time me and Shashwat appear over here and share something with you guys. Once again, thank you for joining us today on Be Rich.
Thank you.
I am in Tokyo on work on the 5th of August 2023. I have a lot of following in Japan, Tokyo. Those who want to meet me in Tokyo on 5th August, kindly drop me an email on the address given below or contact us on WhatsApp there. My team would get in touch with you and facilitate the meeting. Once again, I thank you for your support for Be Rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.